Hello everybody and welcome to Not That Kind of a Channel. My name is Peter and in today's video I will show you how you can change your transmission fluid or your transmission oil on your Range Rover Evoque from 2016 and up on your own. So as you already can see, I did some preparations here. Get off the wheel, I put some check under there, and yes. What I will do, I lifted up the car a little bit higher at the moment because I want to get the underbody protection off. So yeah, and after that, after the protection is off, I will lower the car down on its regular level, I would say, to get as much as possible transmission fluid out. This one has the 9-speed automatic. What I have to say is I don't think I will get the 6.5 liters out of the car. So I think maybe 4.5, 5 liters, and some rest will stay in there. If you really want to change the whole oil which is in the transmission, I would recommend a flush. So get to a professional who will flush your transmission, and then you have all your oil changed which is in the car. So now I will remove the undercover protection, and yeah, and for that you'll need a 10mm nut and get the screws off and then the protection off. So let's go. So the screws are some 10mm bolts. I hope you can see them. They go around there. I think there were 8 or 9 of these. Yeah, and now I will remove them and then I'll show you where to drain the transmission. Let's get it off. Oh, okay, there's some stones. Ha! Guys, I found something. I'm really always losing those screws. Those screws are for the battery cover up over there. And I already lose them on our Discovery Sport. So I don't know why I'm always losing this. Because when I get it out, it plops. They fall apart and then they away. But every time I get under the car, I find this again. So that's great. So after successful remove of the undercar body protection, I will show you where you find the drain plug and where you find the plug to refill it. So let's get under the car. So I hope you can see this. There's the drain plug, this one, to get everything out. And whoa, let's get it here. And this one in there is the plug to refill it. And now I will get the plugs out and drain the transmission. A small recommendation from my side, please always try, or please always loosen the filling screw or the filling drain plug first and then the other one. Because if you drained your whole oil out of your transmission and you don't get the filling plug out, yeah, then I think you have a problem. So I will show you the filling plug here is an 8mm one. So as you can see here, I already loosened it, and now I will loosen the screw under there and get the oil out. And now you can see here is the drain plug, and I get our oil trail under there, and then get the oil out. So oh, it's okay. The one on my Discovery 4 was really black. This was like a motor oil, and this one looks okay. So guys, now I have to say I learned something really interesting. I thought to lower the car in the front would get more oil out of the transmission, but this is wrong. The higher I lift the car, the more oil comes out of the transmission. So yeah, if you see that there's, I think, to 3 liters in your tray, then lift the car up a little bit higher and you will see there will more oil coming out from the transmission. So yeah. Now I'll try to show you what happened when you get your car, when you lift your car. So I hope I did this 3 times now, and every time I did this, much or more oil comes out. So I hope that this will happen again. Yeah, as you can see, when I lift the car, more oil comes out. So I will do this a few times again to get as much oil out as possible, and then yeah, we will fill it up. What you should do is check the sealing, please, and if it looks really bad, change the drain plug. I will clean this up a little bit to get all the oil away, and then we will start with filling up the transmission. I'm using my small oil pump. I think it has 250 milliliters. And now I'll try to get all the oil back in. The filling level is pretty easy because it is full when the oil comes out from the filling hole. So yeah, and in my case, I'm using some oil from Eurolab. It's made in Germany and it has the Land Rover LR 023288 specification. So this one is made for, or is Land Rover approved, so you can use this oil. I think it has a very good price, and yeah. So and now I will fill this, but I will only film it once because I think this will be annoying if you watch me doing this on several liters of oil. So let's grab the camera. Come over here. Now I get my first oil, and then you can get a much better oil pump than I have, but I'm not doing this very often. So I take my time and I will do this with the small one. So after about 15 minutes, I filled up the whole transmission with about 4 liters of transmission oil. As I said before, you won't get everything out, so there will stay about 2.5 liters in the transmission. But I will change the oil regularly, so the oil will be mixed up in the future. Here are the 4 bottles of oil. There's my 250 milliliter pump, and there's the fill plug, and yeah. And now I will clean up everything because I did a little bit of a mess under there. So I will use the brake cleaner and clean it up, and then put everything back together, turn the ignition on, turn the engine on, and then drive around and get through all the gears and look if it shifts or if it works correctly. So guys, I hope you get information out of this video, and I hope you can see how easy it is to change the transmission fluid on your own. If you do so, please give me a like, and if you want to see more from that kind of content, please follow. So guys, have a nice day and see you soon. Bye.